What is up, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today I'm going to be covering a topic that I didn't necessarily want to. It does slant negative, and that is not normally my style, but this was actually brought to my attention by Pops, and I went and looked into it, and I guess it's definitely worth bringing up to try to protect some buyers, as well as point them in a more positive direction. If you want to get into the weeds with me, don't go anywhere. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check this out. Shout out to the homies over at Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to hit up their website. Follow them on social media. Don't miss out on the awesome stuff they've got going on. And if you need to get your books clean, pressed, and serviced, hit up my man Justin on Instagram. He can definitely help you out. Let him know you found him via the channel. Take advantage of any special offers that he may be running. And as always, a huge shout out to my local comic shop, ABX Comics and Games. If you're ever in the Augusta area, be sure to hit them up. Or if you're looking at getting into comics or tabletop gaming, the link to their Facebook page is in the description of all of my videos, as with the other homies I shouted out. So let's get into it. So my dad, Pops Attic, he hit me up this past week, and I am filming this video for context on July 18th. So I'm not sure when it will release, but that adds a little bit of time frame to it. He hit me up to ask me if I heard about the shop and the individual that has been scamming the comic community. Now, this is not anything new. It definitely happens. It seems that in the past few years that I've been more active in the social media aspect of comic collecting, I've seen this come and go. Like most famously, probably the guy who went by the handle Jay Blitz, who was taking people's money for huge keys and not delivering. It became a whole thing. Even since then, I heard how different people went around open shops, did bad business, then bailed and would come back after some time under a different name, doing the same, pretty much the same formula. Open a shop, take people's money, and not deliver. And that's what seems like is happening right now. Chris over at Comic Tropes actually did a stream touching on the topic in great detail, so we don't have to really go into that. You can check out Comic Tropes channel or the Bronze Age Nerd to get a lot of the fine details and kind of by the hour action. But to sum it up, just to put the word out there to protect people, a shop called Hot Shot Comics or Asheville Comics is apparently not delivering on people's orders after numerous years. That's the allegation. To say that it's just a criminal stealing from people is farther than I would go, but it is suspect as it can be. He shut down his website, not taking any orders of anything whatsoever through the site. He has this little scroll on his page saying that thank you to those nice, patient, loyal fans. Any of y'all that are mad that your thousands of dollars that I took from you years ago hasn't been made good, you all lost your mind and picked up pitchforks against me. But people have seen this. We know what the problem is. He blamed it on CGC at one point not coming through, and CGC even weighed in on it. But I even went to the Better Business Bureau website, and you can see that there's countless customers sharing the same story where he does not make good on pre-orders, and it goes back for years and years. The Better Business Bureau weighed in with an F rating. Like, that just doesn't really get any lower than that. And I know that the Better Business Bureau is not necessarily a place that people go to leave positive reviews and feedback, but this is across the board for this guy. There's actually like a support page on Facebook of people who have been wronged by this shop, by the person running this shop, or been wronged or have not fulfilled their orders, has their money, has not delivered a product. So I would definitely steer clear. And for more details, like I said, definitely check out Comic Tropes or Bronze Age Nerd. So I don't know if Chris did it on the Comic Tropes channel or his second page, because he does have pros and cons, which sounds more like the page that he would do it on. But in order to not make this just like a slant video about scammers, because this is something that you should always watch for, always check if people have like any kind of validation as a seller, or check with your friends and find trusted sellers. Don't go in blind. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. I mean, it's hard to tell when someone has a legitimate shop, storefront, and page front. So, I mean, sometimes stuff just happens. So again, to keep this from being completely negative, I'm going to give you a few recommended sellers that I personally trust, that I know will make good on their orders. If you are somebody who's wondering, well, who can I trust? As always, you can at any time go through Big Time Collectibles to place all kinds of orders. Of course, they have the retailer exclusives. They do a lot of fun stuff like mystery boxes and spec collector packs and stuff like that, but you can place your final order cutoffs with them. And that means that if you're looking for new books, you can check with them and you can pre-order new books that come out monthly ahead of time through them. as well as if you're just looking for a fun place to shop for older stuff, of course, you can go to Pop's Attic. My dad has that Instagram page where we just put our overstocked books and everything. It's available at any time, and he 100% trustworthy. He's retired law enforcement, fantastic individual, and all of his prices are ridiculously great. But outside of the normal places that I would recommend, I do have a few other people that I just feel like deserve to be highlighted because maybe they haven't been in a while. And the first one is over on Instagram, if that's where you like to shop. My man Eternal Comics, fantastic individual, really getting into the reselling aspect of comic booking, and he's a fantastic guy. He's just an honest dude. There's really no other way to put it. You can see where he posts and he sets up at flea markets. He sets up a little outdoor spot, invites people to come by. He posts pictures of clearly having a good time and great interactions with people. And I recently, and I say recently, but man, when was this? This came in last month, but I got some books from him, and just as an example of how he packs, like nice box, bubble wrap. Dude's got, this is way more books than I ordered, but dude's got notes and stuff. He threw in some extra freebies and all that. Like that's the kind of people that you want to deal with, not because of freebies, but clearly takes time and consideration into how he puts these books. He does it like his reputation, like his name is involved in it. That's the part that matters. They're putting that time and care into it. So let's see. Oh wow, wow! What in the world? Okay, there's the one that I ordered. There's a lot of extra stuff in here. So let's see. Let's look at what I picked up from him. So first off, this is a throw-in that he put in, a free Comic Book Day Street Fighter, which is super nice of him. This is a throw-in, White Widow from Absolute Comics. They do a lot of these sexy lady covers. Wicked cool. And this is the one that actually first caught my eye when I was after. Was the Wizard 1/2 issue for Exo Manowar. I love me some Exo. And I picked up Wolverine number 27. It's the famous Nintendo Entertainment System cartridge art. Fantastic Jim Lee art there. And another throw-in for Predator number 3. So this right here, let's see what we got here. This is one other thing that I know that I ordered from him that I saw that he had. And I'm like, yo, I definitely want that. That's not something that you just pass up. This is what I was after. And again, he threw in some stickers and some cool stuff in here. Very well packaged. Let me try to get to it. So there's some goodies from the kid. Thank you for your support. We are Legion. And I keep 100% of my notes that I get. Got Star Wars card there. Some cool stickers. Looks like a magic card maybe. I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to tell me. And some more fun stickers and some cards of his. So I'll definitely be passing those out. I'll throw them in some of my freebie giveaways that I do every Tuesday. But this one I definitely wanted to get when I saw that he had it. A lot of people might know what this is and not had a chance to get it. I know it hit news. It was kind of trendy there as like canceled books, but it's none other than Mouse. It's one of those books that people feel don't necessarily always belong in certain spaces and squares because of its content. And I was getting ready to go on vacation, so I wanted to get this from him and take it with me. So this is going to be my vacation read. He gave me a good deal on it. The second volume's got some water damage on it, but it doesn't affect the story at all. It's not stuck together or nothing. So we'll see how that one goes. Might have to get me a different keeper copy for that, but definitely interested to read that. So Eternal Comics, down in the link below. Hit his link, give him a follow. Like I said, trusted seller. And if you're not an Instagram person, but you're obviously a YouTube person, because here you are, be sure to check out my friend Jason, aka Southern Comic Geek. He's been at it for a while, and he on Saturdays, for the most part, puts on a fantastic Saturday morning sale. He has great individuals and sellers on there. It's even if you're not buying, it's a fun place to hang out and kick it. And Jason is just a good individual. And I decided to I hang out over there more often than I buy over there, but I just ended up picking up some books. And let's look at some of the stuff that I picked up. I just got it open, and all of his stuff is like dirt cheap. He's just moving books. He's moving to get out of his way kind of stuff. But I picked up Night Thrasher number 1. I always like to have these as little cool giveaways. A Green Lantern number 50. First appearance of Parallax, Death of Kilowog, Death of Sinestro, first appearance of Kyle Rayner as Green Lantern, I believe. And then I picked up a Web of Spider-Man issue 100. That's one of my favorite Spidey suits. I kind of just went foily and glow-in-the-darky with it. X-Men number 14, which features the first appearance of Hellboy in this. He was actually on a poster in the background in one of the panels. And yeah, $5. Can't beat it. And I was missing my favorite number 17 of Transformers Volume 1. And Jason said he had one copy in his PC and he wasn't really wanting to sell it. And I said, are you sure? And he ended up selling it for me. He said that he hits up places and he hunts a lot, so he'll find himself another one. But that feels like my run all the way up to 50 with that missing one there. So that was awesome. Southern Comic Geek right here on YouTube. Hit him up. Check him out. And lastly, like a big auction channel, that's pretty much what they do here on YouTube. And I know about them from the homie Tate Prime here on YouTube, but he shares them out all the time. I'll go over there, give him a support and a hello. And that's none other than Madhouse Comics. So Madhouse is like an auction house here on YouTube pretty much. They have different sellers and people that come through and do their thing. Again, fantastic people. And there was a couple weeks ago where I was just going around to any selling source site that I could find and asking specifically for Volume 1 Transformer stuff, and I kept striking out. A lot of people just didn't seem to have it. It was an awful time for me to attempt to start collecting Transformers because of the announcement from Image Comics. It seems like everyone's kind of doing that. But eventually, I struck gold at Madhouse Comics. They had a seller on there by the name of Asylum Comics, which that's their handle on Instagram. I believe they have a whole shop. They had all kinds of mad, crazy, cool keys and all kinds of stuff. So I'll put a link to their IG down below with the what do you call it? The link to Madhouse Comics. So there's going to be a handful of links down below. I hope everybody actually hits them and checks them out. But I got 6 Transformer books from him, and I ordered these before I came across that giant lot of books. So I probably have some of these by now, but it's issue 27, issue 35, issue 36, issue 26, and this is one I know I didn't have, 29. But here's the one I know I didn't have, was 72. This is the highest number issue I've been able to find yet, but issue 72, that's way up there in number. So I'm excited to get that one. These rest of them, if I have them, I'm just going to put a price on them. I'm going to throw them up on Pop's Attic and keep them moving. See if we can't use them to get some more. So be sure to hit the links down below. Give these people your support because they will not steal from you. And that's probably like the lowest bar that you could possibly set in a customer business standpoint, is they will not steal from you. But they're fantastic people. You can absolutely trust them. I don't just put my seal of approval out there on anybody, but I do for these people. Southern Comic Geek, Eternal Comics. Go check out Madhouse, Asylum Comics. And as always, Big Time Collectibles and Pop's Attic. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think of these pickups, what you think of the just the situation with trusting sellers. What do you do about kind of vetting sellers before you buy from them? Leave some information in the comment sections for those that might be watching this to gather more information from, and leave some trusted sellers of your own down there as well. And hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.